A lot went on over break in Hawkeye athletics. Let's send it over to Alyssa Bergamini, who's standing by in the Daily Iowan TV studio. Alyssa?
That's right, Marissa. Lots to catch you up on. And hey guys, Alyssa Bergamini here, welcoming you back to the Daily Iowan TV sports studio for the first show of 2014. And with no surprise, we've already started the year off with a bang in the Iowa sporting world. The men's basketball team is ranked in the top 10 of the AP poll for the first time since 2002. In order to get into the top 10, Fran McCaffrey and crew had to take care of Minnesota on Saturday. Kevin Glick was there and has the highlights.
Hawks Nest pumped up for some afternoon basketball on Saturday as Iowa hosted Minnesota, and we'll pick this one up late in the first half. Iowa was uncharacteristically down at home until Josh Oglesby nails a three, and he wasn't done with that before the half would end. Now, after getting a stop on defense, Oglesby the catch and shoot out on the wing and drills it, and Iowa's only down 2 to end the half, and Oglesby shooting 60% from three since returning from injury. Devin Marble held down pretty well by the Minnesota defense, and he didn't even get his first basket until right here, a minute and a half into the second half from three, and he just took over and showed why he was in the top 10 in scoring right now in the Big Ten. He would finish with 16 points in the game. Hawkeye Elvis pumped up that his Iowa Hawkeyes are up 6, and McCabe get the ball, drive, get the hoop and the harm, and Iowa in full control from then on out. Later on, Aaron White says, anything you can do, I can do better, gets his own and one and a little bit of depth from the bench. The game out of hand and frustration boiling over. Elliot Eliason having a little bit of conversation with the ref. Ref didn't like it, sends him on his way with the technical foul. That would wrap up the game, and Iowa would win 94-73, and Gabe Olashany all smiles.
A lot of respect for that basketball team. That's a really good team. Fran is a great coach. They've got the ability to make a deep run at this.
It speaks to the fact that we're a good team. It gets more people talking about my players, our players, and I'm happy for them, that people are saying that about them because they're the ones that did it. They're the ones that worked extremely hard to take our program where we were an afterthought to being a ranked team.
Basketball isn't the only thing that went on over break. Josh Bolander was down in Tampa for the Outback Bowl, where he puts a bow on the 2013 Iowa football season.
A cold and rainy Tampa, Florida, the setting for the second New Year's Day Bowl meeting for the LSU Tigers and Iowa Hawkeyes, and there were no Hail Marys or prayers answered this time around. In case you forgot, we picked this one up first quarter, first play of the game, and how's this for foreshadowing? LSU's Jeremy Hill running over Hawkeye defenders with the first of his 28 carries on the day. That's setting up freshman quarterback Anthony Jennings. First career start. Here's the kid's first career rushing touchdown. Bayou Bengals up 7-0. After the Iowa offense stalls on their first drive, the Iowa defense doing its best to keep the Hawks in the game as Jennings and company struggled to pull away in this one. And Jake Rudock and his weapons would finally respond. First, it's C.J. Fedorowicz with the first down, and if it worked once, let's try it again. Iowa's second tight end, Jake Doozy, over the middle. Iowa fans getting loud. The LSU defense silences them. Rudock's bomb slightly underthrown and intercepted, but once again, it's the Iowa defensive unit who would regroup and respond, forcing the 3-and-out. But Lady Luck, fancying the purple and gold in this one, usually sure-handed Cavante Martin-Manley, muffing the punt in wet weather.
Yeah, I don't know if it was so much the weather as misjudging. It looked to me like he was going backwards. You don't want to be running backwards, kind of catching a fly ball if you can.
Anthony Jennings taking advantage of the Tigers' good fortune, using his legs to make a play on the ensuing drive before who else? Jeremy Hill punches it in from 25 yards out just before the break. Kirk Ferentz trying to get his players into the game before the half. 14-0 Tigers. Black and gold did come out impressive in the second half, though. But a Mike Meyer missed field goal would give Jennings and his offense the ball back, and holy Odell Beckham, the Tiger wideout with this huge grab. Oohs and ahs throughout the stadium as the replay is shown on the big board. All the momentum with LSU, but John Loudermilk crashes the Cats party. Jennings over the middle looking for Travis Dixon, intercepted, and the Iowa safety takes the pigskin back 71 yards, ruling on the field a touchdown, but frees it. Another look shows Loudermilk drops the ball at the 1-yard line. Ruling reversed, but shortly after, Mark Weisman plays the wrecking ball roll, barrels his way into pay dirt from 2 yards out. We've got a ball game, 14-7 LSU. But on 3rd and 6, with just over 2 minutes to play in the game and the game on the line, game MVP Jeremy Hill does MVP things. Let's listen in.
If you give Jeremy Hill an opportunity to close out a victory, he knows what that means, and he really put the finishing touches on that Iowa team in this game in the back end.
Hill with his 7th 100-yard rushing game of the season. Game over, right? Not so fast. And speaking of fast, Jordan Cotton high-stepping for 96 yards in the ensuing kickoff. C.J. Beathard filling in for injured starter Jake Rudock. With this 4-yard pitch and catch to Cavante Martin Manley, 21-14 LSU. Do you believe in miracles? Nah, not today. The Hawks bid for endless coconut shrimp falls short as the onside kick fails. LSU the winner in this one, 21-14.
Thanks for that, Josh. Well, Iowa's wrestling head coach Tom Brands was busy over break, losing to Penn State at home, but defeated Oklahoma State. The team takes on Minnesota at home this Saturday. Finally, Bluter's bunch got their first win in Columbus since 1998 yesterday after defeating the Buckeyes 81-74. Freshman Allie Disterhoff scored 21 in her first career start to lead the way for the Hawks. For more coverage of the game and all their sporting news you missed over break, tune in tomorrow for a special Tuesday edition of the Whip Round. That's all for now, but back to you guys at the desk.